this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com. I just wanted to give you some information about the 8th house and romance. Since Valentine's Day is coming up, I figure this could be useful information for all of you. I'm wearing a hat because I wore my hat outside and it was snowing and I have hat hair, so I left it on. Anyway, I wanted to first tell you about some changes that we made to the LIVEVISIONZ.com website. We've added some advisors on there. So if you go to the second link on the left-hand side, you're going to see available advisors. This is 24/7. We've added some psychics, mediums, tarot readers, you name it. I started out, shall I say, working on a site called King.com. And I worked on this site and I made several friends, and I will say I still work on this site to this day. You will see my call buttons on there too. But a lot of these people that I recommended are people that I have worked with before and that I feel are very good in their craft, so you may want to give them a chance. Also, I figured since it's Valentine's coming up, you may have some questions about your love life, and you may want an astrologer or a tarot reader or a psychic or maybe even a medium. Anyway, they're all available on the site if you'd like to talk to somebody. And again, it is 24/7. So there's always going to be somebody there on the site to take care of you or answer your questions. Anyway, back to the 8th house, and why is this so significant? 8th house is the house of deep, deep feelings. It's not like the 5th house, kind of like sexual energy. The 8th house is deep, deep feelings, So I want to say, if you have the cusp of your 8th house in Aries, you are the type of person where you go for what you want in romance. You're the go-getter. You're not probably shy about going after what you want, And if you're a girl, you might be aggressive in love too. You could be aggressive, and maybe you may, depending on what your Mars is too, I have to look at that as well, but you may want a partner who's more assertive. But for the most part, you're assertive in love. If you have Aries there, you're very passionate. You know what you want and you go for it. There's no mincing words with you, I pretty much say. And if you're looking to get a Valentine's gift for an Aries, I would say let it be something spontaneous, something unexpected. They love that kind of stuff, where you thought of something in advance and you planned it, and they're good with surprises. Aries like that kind of thing. Now, if you have your 8th house cusp in Taurus, well, that means that you're probably the type of person where I want to say, you love the sensuality of the whole romantic thing. You probably take your time, maybe giving a massage or making a really good meal. You're the type of person where you really like that your partner smells nice, and you don't do anything quickly. Let's just put it that way. You take your time. So I would say that if you're looking to get a gift for a partner, who maybe is a Taurus or, has this 8th house cusp in Taurus, maybe make them a really nice dinner. A romantic dinner at home would be great for Valentine's Day, or maybe a massage or something, or buy him cologne that he likes, or her if she likes perfume. They would love that. Now, if your 8th house cusp is in Gemini, well, then you're going to be the type of person where your erogenous zone is your brain. It's your thinking. It's somebody who stimulates your mind. So, if your partner has, Gemini in the 8th house, or if you do, this is the type of person who really needs a lot of verbal banter. Somebody who really is quick-witted, can really keep a person on their feet. And, they may actually like intimacy with, there's a lot of communication, who knows, maybe they like being talked dirty to, I don't know. But I would say if that's in their 8th house cusp, then that would probably be what they're into as well. You know, Gemini is the sign though too that their attention can be all over the place because they need to be interested or they get bored easy, So I want to say they may be liking perhaps threesomes or something, but I'm going to keep this clean. So I would say if you're going to get somebody, either a Gemini themselves or if the 8th house cusp is in Gemini, they may like I want to say really good conversation. Maybe turn off the television and whatever else stuff you got going on. I mean, they do love electronics. That would be a good gift for them too. Anything electronic, communication device, whatever it is, they love that. But maybe just have a really good conversation or a nice dinner together. I want to say their whole thing to get them going in the romantic area, you're going to have to stimulate their mind. So maybe, they wanted to take some class and maybe you decide to take some class with them or something. But I will say you're going to have to really engage them mentally for them to want to engage with you physically. So if you have your Cancer in the 8th house cusp, I want to say what romances you is that homey, nurturing kind of a feeling of, maybe being taken care of and, there's a sense, maybe you like that whole sensitivity thing, where the partner is sensitive towards you, or you could be, somebody who's a homebody. You may like a partner who's like, I want to say if your 8th house cusp was in Cancer, you'd be nurturing yourself. You would like the whole homey feel of somebody who's all about the home and family. That's probably what you would love. And I would say for a Valentine's gift, if you wanted to get this person something, they probably might like staying home. They might like, I would say if you're going to go out, maybe do a nice dinner. But this person, because they're all about their family, make sure that everybody's there, the kids, and, if it's a grandparent, make sure their, grandkids are there. They love being surrounded with their family. So I think that would be important. Or do something nice in the home, like maybe make a dinner for them so they don't have to cook maybe. They would probably really love that, or have flowers sent to the home. Or even if this they would love too. If you said you were going to get something done in the house and it's been taking forever and, maybe do that as a surprise for them or something, they would love that because they're all about their home and their family. But another, I want to say, Leo. If you have Leo on the 8th house cusp, you would really, you like to be the center of attention in romance. You really want to be noticed and feel important in that relationship, like the king or the queen, So I would say a Valentine's Day gift for this person would be, well, the bigger the better. I hate to say it, but it's true. Like if they've gotten, and it's true too, whenever you get, not all Leos are like this, but I would say a lot. If they get you something, usually very generous people. So if they get you something really nice, you're kind of expecting something nice back. Like if you say, "Oh, I forgot," that's not going to fly well with a Leo. So if you're dating someone who is a Leo or has their 5th house cusp in a Leo, sign of Leo, do not forget Valentine. They will not forget this. So here's a card. They're going to be like, really? So put some thought in, and even if you're broke, there's still things that you can do that would be really nice. Even making a nice dinner, at least if they feel like they're the king or the queen of the day, they're feeling appreciated, then you're all good with them. Okay, so Virgo's next. Yes, if you have your 8th house cusp in Virgo, I want to say you could be really picky, as far as what you like in romance, You could be one of these people where if he's not like this, or if he says this weird, I don't know, forget it, or very tidy, you could be tidy too. Like, I want to say even, lovemaking or, you know, intimacy. You want everything. You probably want a nice atmosphere, a nice, clean, tidy atmosphere. You know, I don't think you're the type to really like things just as spontaneous. You like to plan things. So if you have your girlfriend or guy who has their 8th house husband Virgo, or if he or she is a Virgo, you probably, maybe you already have plans, you know, and if you didn't, you probably should want to make plans, because Virgos usually like plans. And if you want to surprise them, like, they're not the type to just be like, oh, let's just go off and like do some spontaneous, like, let's just put it this way, they're not the type probably to be like joining the Mile High Club, or, you know, let's just do this spontaneous, you know, and, you know, voyeurism, I don't think would be their thing. Their whole thing is about privacy, neatness, cleanliness. So they're probably the types where they don't want to be intimate unless the whole place is clean and tidy. And, you know, I would say, and if you're going to get them a gift, probably get them something practical and useful. That's what Virgo would like. You know, something that they could use, or something practical. Or even, you know what I think would be nice for a Virgo too, because they're always the ones doing everything for everybody else usually. That they usually do the tedious things that nobody else wants to do. Maybe pamper that person that day. Say, you don't have to cook this day, I'm doing it for you. Or go for a massage. That would be nice for them. Virgos also give great massages. Yep, they're very much into let me make you feel nice, you know. So maybe reciprocate that. You know, I think they would really appreciate that. Okay, Libra. Libra, if you have that in the 8th house cusp, I want to say you're all about beauty and harmony. You probably like partners who are good looking, or you like to be surrounded around beautiful places or beautiful things, and it makes you feel romantic. You know, it kind of adds an element of romance to you, you know, and you like probably graceful partners who are not only alluring physically, but maybe the way they carry themselves, or, you know, in a very charming manner, you know. I want to say a gift for these people would be, I want to say beautiful things. They like beautiful things, you know. So that could be anything, you know. Also, taking them to a nice, beautiful restaurant where it's classy. I want to say the classier the better. So maybe like a 5-star restaurant if you can afford it. Or, you know, anywhere where they have to get dressed up and it's, you know, nice. Like if it's a woman, maybe you're going to take her to like an opera or something, or, you know, to a really nice place downtown, or where she has to get dressed up. She'll probably love that. And if you're a guy, you know, maybe get him really nice cologne, or a really beautiful, I don't know, something to wear that's just stands out, you know. Okay, Scorpio, if you have this in your 8th house cusp, you're a very sexual person, probably. Very deep, very intense, and you probably love that intensity about your partner. If your partner's sharing secrets with you, it's like you feel even closer, you know. You probably really like that kind of thing too. And I would say the deeper, the better. Like, the more intense the relationship is, the more you like it, you know. And you may even like that possessive kind of a love between both people, you know, where, you know, you could even be possessive of a lover, you know, and you just like this deep, intense kind of closeness between the two of you. I want to say a gift to get a Scorpio would probably be, I'm in Chicago, but maybe like a weekend at the Sybaris or something, where it's like, Sybaris is a place where you go, where they have these, like, people go for like honeymoon stuff, or not even just honeymoon, but like for a really nice weekend getaway that's really romantic, where they have like waterfalls in the room, or these big pools, and like there's hot tubs, and it's just for you two. So they would really probably like that, because I would say this would be a highly sexual person. Um, Also, I would say something secretive, like you're going off somewhere, nobody knows, that kind of thing. They may like that Mile High Club thing. I'm just saying. What else? If you have Sagittarius in the 8th house cusp, I would say they love traveling. So these people may find romance in maybe an intellectual partner. Funny, they probably like sense of humor is great, So if you took her to a comedy club for Valentine's Day, she'd probably like that, or he would. Or a trip, going on a vacation. Let's just get away for the Valentine's Day. Let's do it for the weekend or something. They would probably really like that, These people could also be, they might like a spiritual type of person as well, So, I want to say they're the more fun, positive thinking, adventurous types, where this is where I want to say a deep sense of humor. They would probably fall in love with somebody with a really good sense of humor, probably has a lot of spiritual background to them. Maybe they are strong in their spiritual beliefs, and somebody who's intelligent, or, even a teacher. You could probably, Sagittarius is like the ruled by Jupiter. I just want to say that the best gift would probably be like a getaway, or just, even if it's not like a getaway like for a couple weeks or a day or something where you're just getting out, I don't think Sag is a sign that likes to be cooped up at home. So like just a dinner at home and all this, they probably want to get out, and a great sense of humor. They love somebody who's funny. So that would be really attractive to them. And it's a very passionate sign too. Sagittarius romantically is very, I would say, very passionate. It's a fire sign. So, and they could get like a temper too, because it is a fire sign, let's face it. But I want to say most fun-loving, romantic, passionate types, If you have Capricorn in this 8th house cusp, or if you are a Capricorn, you could be, I think probably what turns you on is somebody who has their what together. Like somebody who's going places in life. And you could be rather serious about love and romance. Like you're not playing around. Or you could be attracted to older partners who are older than you or more mature. And it maybe if somebody, the fact that somebody has their life together and they're going places, this could be very alluring to you. Or, maybe they're older and you find them more sophisticated. You could find that more really alluring too. I want to say a gift for them would probably be maybe something practical. They do love status. I would say, so if it's something that shows your status, like a Rolex, that's very expensive, but you know what I mean? Like showing status in some way. This is what kind of turns on these people. So I would say that's on the high end of gifts, I suppose. But if you're on the low end of gifts, I want to say something practical. They don't like waste either. So I would say get them something that they need. This is what they would like, something they need, Aquarius. Now, if you have your 8th house cusp in Aquarius, you may be very eccentric with the way that you like romance. Maybe it's something really different. Aquarius is a very eccentric sign, and it could be, one thing with Aquarius is you expect the unexpected. So I would say when it comes to 8th house matters and love and romance, you could expect the unexpected. So these are people, I would say, who would welcome a surprise. Or, I'm trying to think what else. They may even, they're usually really intelligent people as well. They're an air sign, so they would probably like somebody who's really intelligent. Or, I want to say intimacy, they'd have to reach this person on a mental level. Kind of like Gemini, they would have to, this person would have to be a good conversationalist, or, you know, reach them through their mind. You know, let them know that this person probably wouldn't be attracted to somebody, I don't care how beautiful they were, who was, all the lights were on and nobody was home. They actually may even be attracted to, do you ever see like these gorgeous models, and where they go out with these guys and you're like, how did this happen? Or, you know, vice versa, you know, good looking guy and you're like, what's going on? You know, like, and it's because like they're looking, people who have, I want to say their Sun and Venus too, depending if you're male or woman. And this eighth house cusp thing in Aquarius, like eccentric types, and sometimes it has nothing to do with the looks. It's more about the mental capacity of the person. That's what really drives them and turns them on. So, you know, I will say I have my Mars in Aquarius, and intelligence is key, I would say. You know, the smarter, the more alluring they seem. But this is the same thing. So let's say if the person is an Aquarian, what do you get in Aquarian? I want to say maybe something that would be unique. They love being unique. They love standing out. So if you're going to get them something for Valentine's Day, get them something that's really, I want to say, different, or makes them stand out in some way, or something that you know that they like that is just a little bit different, you know? They love that kind of thing, and they love, I would say, surprises. They do like that kind of thing. But if you have, let's go to the next, if you have your 8th house cusp in Pisces, now these people love the fantasy and the romance. So if you could make the whole, like create like a scene for them, or if you know, you could do the house with the rose petals or whatever, and you know, light the fireplace, turn the lights down. They love ambiance, you know, and they love romance, and they love the whole fantasy of things, you know. And sometimes they can get caught up in the fantasy too, where they don't really see the person for who they are, you know. So you gotta watch that if you have that. I have that. It's bad. But yeah, you gotta watch, you know, like that somebody's not deceiving you and you're totally wrapped up in them, like in what your ideal is of them and what you wish that person, or how they are in your mind. And sometimes the fantasy for these people could be better than the reality. But I will say, if they could be the most romantic people and the most, you know, I want to say they could be very giving and nurturing and compassionate, you know, especially in love and romance, and, you know. But the bad thing is they may attract people who are, you know, maybe have some sort of issues. That's why it's really important to see the person for who they are, not for who you dream them to be. They're the types where maybe if okay, maybe a perfect night for them would be, you know, a romantic day. The more fantasy, the better. So if you're gonna decorate the house really nice, make a nice dinner, or maybe even, I want to say, even if you watched a romance show on television or romance movie, they would probably really like that too. Or if you're gonna take them on a weekend getaway and make it all romantic, anything romantic, they're in, you know. So I want to say a lot of things that I mentioned they would be up for, as long as it's done in a very romantic way and it's not cheesy or cheap. Like, you know, these kind of people would like to feel like they're just a good time and not a long time. You know, they're looking for probably the whole picture, where they're, you know, knight in shining armor or whatever, you know. So anyway, I hope this helps you out for your Valentine's, and go to the website if you'd like a reading, a love reading, or there's a lot of advisors that I recommended there that I've called myself. There's psychics, there's mediums, there's a lot of tarot that I recommended. But and even below that, if you look under the recommended readers that I have on the website, there's also just regular available advisors that you can, you know, go to as well. So I hope if you need anything on the site, and if you have any other suggestions that you'd like to hear about in the future, let me know. And as always, I hope you have a nice Valentine's Day. Take care. Bye-bye.